Guys, as you stampede towards the exits, I'd like to welcome to the stage our dear friend, the voice of the convention weekend, Mr. Jason Mann! He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man. He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man. Jason Man, Jason Man, Jason Man, Jason Man, a good Jason Man. I came out too early. He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man. Came out too early. Yeah, you did. You came out early. And I usually like to do some of those things that I do between the verses.
Right.
I was fat. I love the sign language that we have going on over here. It's beautiful.
Me too. Love it.
And when I said Jason Manns, she went, the sign for Jason Manns was...
I like it. It's perfect.
That guy. Oh yeah, it's usually over there.
Would you guys like to sing a song with me?
Sure, well, I've got a guitar on, so I might...
It's so convenient. Almost like we planned it.
Almost like we've been doing it for 2 years. I wonder if this is on.
When you said 2 years, someone in this general vicinity said 3.
Head down south to the land of pine, filling my wheel in North Carolina. Stand up the road, pray that I see a light. Well, I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, hoping for Riley I could see my baby tonight. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, it's gonna be a fiddle in an old-time steamer. My baby played the guitar, I picked the banjo now. All those North Country winters keep on getting me down. I was homeless in the morning, so I had her up and leave. Ain't turning back, living out old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Walking south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long choke. He's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby call my name, and then I know that she's the only one. If I die right, at least I will die free. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me.
got him. We got him again.
I always get them, yeah.
False ending. I saw a couple people go, ah, dang it.
Yeah. And one time we got me.
Yeah. It's been known to happen. Y'all want to sing another tune?
Sure.
Us fellas have a little side project called the Station Breaks, and we like to sing some tunes with it once in a blue moon. Gone? All right. Feel free to count along if you'd like.
Billboards flicker in the valley. I stare back at him with my camera raised. Maybe I'll go start a fire. If they catch me, they'll put me away. Used to say he's got potential. Down on the way to nowhere. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways I could make my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong.
You think I got it? I got it.
Well, just 2 more people didn't make it. One good thought in my head, but now it's gone. Ashtray knows I'm alone. I've certainly seen its better days. Live and die by the phone. Live and learn and love my foolish ways. Who will save me on the day? No one tries to save me. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways gonna make my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong. I got 3 just 2 more people didn't make it. One good thought in my head and now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. One good reason for leaving. I'm not blind and you can't see. I'm just so good at believing. Damn my sensitivity. I can't help it. My heart bleeds. I'll be damned if I can help it. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways good to make my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong.
3 ibuprofen headaches.
I got a 3 ibuprofen headache. 2 more people didn't make it. One good thought in my head. One good thought in my head. One good thought in my head. And now it's gone. Now it's gone. And now it's gone. And now it's gone. Woo! I leave you with Jason May.
Hi. Just give me a second. You never know with those guys. They are not clean. So thank you guys for coming to my shindig, shall we say? It's kind of a concert, it's kind of a Q&A. I call it a quansert. Really appreciate you walking all the way down from your room. Which in this hotel is actually about 7 miles. So I do appreciate it. If you have a question or a thought or a concern or perhaps a song request that you have about a 50% shot of me saying no to, feel free. But I'm gonna sing a song. Before I sing a song, how many of you have never been to a supernatural convention before? Okay. It was noisy before. My name is Jason Mans. That not the intended response, but it's very much appreciated. I was not on the show. I had about, thank you. I had about 12 seconds of a song on season 4, which was 17 years ago. And as everyone knows, in Hollywood, it's very common to do 100 to 120 conventions for a show after they use 12 seconds of your song. Happens all the time. But I love this crew. I love these guys. I love these fans. So I say yes every time they ask me to come play. And thankfully, it's been kind of a lot lately. So that's a really quick explanation for why I'm here, even though most of you are still confused. As am I. So I don't ask too many questions because I'm really afraid at some point they're going to go, oh, wait, you're not on the show? The people that book me at these things. But anyway, I'll start with I love you. I'll start with a question. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really good. You have a very NPR voice, I like it. Lovely to have this conversation with you.
My voice.
Everyone, just calm down.
Hypothetically speaking, if Jensen were to direct a movie, call you up, say, hey Jay, I need you, buddy, would you ever consider acting again?
You know, I'd probably just smack him in the face, you know what I mean? I feel like, first of all, I'd say, how dare you? And second of all, no, I mean, yeah, of course, it's super fun. Acting is really fun, and music is really fun. And I got really busy with music. I didn't get too busy with acting way back when, so music has kept me very busy, and I'm happy. But yeah, on the rare occasion where someone calls and says, hey, I got this thing, I think you'd be good for it, I'll do it. I did done a couple of short films and some cameo stuff and some, I had a pretty riveting performance. I mean, a lot of people say I made season 1 of Kings of Con really work. That's not me. I'm just repeating. That was in quotation marks. But no, yeah, I would. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that'd be super fun. Thank you for the question and your calming voice. Enjoy your walk back to your seat. Hi. Do not touch that microphone.
My question is, what's your favorite song to cover?
For a second, I thought you were going to say, my question is for Jason.
I don't know if you know him, but what's your favorite song to cover and what's your least favorite song to cover?
Huh. Is the second half of that question, can you please play both of them? I think my favorite song to cover is probably this one. And while I'm playing it, I will try to think of my least favorite song to cover. When the night is come, the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Ooh, stand now. Stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall over mountains, should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Ooh, stand now. Stand by me. If ever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Ooh, stand now. Stand by me. Thank you. I love, those kind of like soulful, classic love songs. So those are probably, that song and songs like it are probably my favorite. Least favorite, barring songs that I have to learn for work, so I guess technically that's a cover. Like if somebody, I used to play in weddings until all of the people whose wedding I played in got divorced, and then I started saying no. But sometimes you learn a song for someone else and you play it and it just doesn't really fit you. It's not something you would play. But barring that, songs that I actually pick to spend time on and make my own and cover, sometimes it's really like interesting and topical and kind of funny when that song is popular, and then by the time people are asking me to play it, I feel like it was a song that was on the radio like 4 years ago, and it's got to be kind of a really fun, special occasion to play it. Like I did a cover of Meghan Trainor's song. What was that song?
All About the Bass.
All About the Bass. I did a cover of that, which is fun, and it's super fun to sing, but it's also like an old, popular song, and it's not old enough yet to be like, bring it back. It's obvious if you're singing it, you have not stopped singing it yet. But I still play it. If someone really, really wants to hear it, I'll play it. Not right, that was not not today. Really? I usually mix it up with another song. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. You don't need experience to turn it out. You just leave it all up to me. I can show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. No particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your. I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass, no treble. All about that bass, no treble. All about that bass, no treble. I am all about that bass, bass, bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear, you ain't no size 2.
You can shake it if you want to. You got that boom boom that all them boys chase. All the right junk in all the right places. See the magazines, working at Photoshop. You know that it ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. You got that beauty, just raise it up, cause every inch of you is perfect, from the bottom to the top. Your mama, she told you, don't worry about your size, cause some boys like me like more booty to hold at night. I don't want no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. But if that's what you've got, I promise someone will be right along. But I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass, no treble. All about that bass, no treble. All about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, bass.
Thank you. So here's an example of what's going on in my brain when I play a song like that. Mandy. See, I know that it was a question, and somebody asked me, and so then we were talking about it, and I was like, I'm not gonna play it. And y'all said, please. So then I played it. But then I'm thinking about, in the back of my mind, about the people in that vendor's room going, why is he playing a Meghan Trainor song from 2016? So, but thank you for the question. Do you have a follow-up?
No, I was gonna. So my whole reason to ask that question was to see if you would play Let Me Leave. Two songs. So, I wasn't expecting the two songs.
Start with that. No. I was just kidding. I was gonna sing it, but then when I started playing it, I was like, I'm gonna mess it up. But I would have played it if I had known. You're welcome. Thank you so much for the question. Really good work there. Hi.
Hi, handsome. How are you?
Really good. I'm going to say thank you for the compliment, and you're beautiful as well. Although it's dark over there, but I'm positive that that is the case.
Oh, thank you. My question for you is, how do you feel you've grown as a producer working on the recent album releases in the past few years that are across various album styles? Like with Gil, it was jazz, it was kind of blues rock for Brianna, and then you have like the country for Rich.
Thank you for the question. That was intimately researched and written down. I will pay you afterward. I feel like I don't want to make this into like a generational thing, but I'm in that weird generation that grew up before computers. So like I remember getting my first computer in like middle school or high school. So prior to that, all of the music was just kind of naturally segregated, meaning you put on the album that you wanted to listen to, or you put in the cassette or the CD, and it was from that artist, and unless you got some compilation, you're gonna listen to that artist until your lazy butt gets up and changes the CD. And then Steve Jobs came along and said, well, why don't we just all put all the music in the same place at the same time, and you can just listen to whatever songs you like, which was pretty revolutionary. And I noticed that my musical tastes, as well as most of the rest of the Earth's musical tastes, became a lot less homogenized, because you have playlists with 7 different genres on them, and you don't even think twice about it anymore. And that used to really not be the case. If you were a country fan, you listened to country. And if you were a rock and roll fan, you listened to rock and roll. And so I'm really thankful for that because in high school, I just started listening to everything. And I really found stuff that I liked. I found artists and songs that I liked in every single genre, from show tunes to metal to opera to, you know, all the normal ones that we all listen to. And so when I struggled with that a little bit as an artist, really, because my songwriting, I'd finish a song and then I'd go, well, I don't know what this thing's gonna sound like when it's done. I know what it's gonna sound like with me and a guitar on stage, but I was always kind of a solo artist. And so I would go into the studio and make records with producers, and the record always came out with that producer's vision, you know, being manifested. And they're great, awesome musicians, awesome producers, but there's just a difference between, you know, brains. So what they heard wasn't what I heard. And it kind of frustrated me as an artist to listen to stuff that I'd written and go, it's good, you know, I see where he was going, but that's not what I wanted it to sound like, and and it's really frustrating because I don't know how to make it sound like I want it to sound. And so then when I did that Christmas album, that was the first time I kind of worked with other artists and produced, and it was so fun. I had a blast. And so then did another cover album with, you know, all the guys, and Rich and Rob and Jensen and Gil, and that's when I really kind of fell in love with it, because on that first non-Christmas covers album, I kind of had a vision for what I wanted certain songs to sound like, and then when I was done, they sounded like I wanted them to sound, which was kind of a novel thing. Did anybody else just think of the coronavirus when I said novel? Good. So anyway, to answer your question, all of that stuff between then and now, producing all those different artists who I'm super thankful trust me enough to, you know, put their voice in my hands. I can't answer your question. I don't know how much better it's made me, but I'm like a kid in a candy store, kind of, because I'm just learning so much stuff about the process and how to get certain sounds, and how did that band make that song sound like that, and what's that noise, and what's that plug-in that guy used on his voice, it's just been fun. I've just been, you know, back in school, learning all that stuff, and kind of stacking it away for future use. So, thank you for the question. I'm sorry I didn't answer it, but I talked for a really long time.
Your knowledge has grown.
It has, yeah, absolutely. That's the answer that I'm going to pretend like I said. Thank you for the question. Hi.
Morning. I'm going to preface with, I have a song request after my question.
Okay, well, it better be a good question.
Well, I just wondered if, since you just finished your UK tour, if we're going to get a US one this year, again.
Well, judging from the fact that only one person clapped, no. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Yeah, I hope so. I always try to do one in Europe at least, and one in the States at least. And lately I've been blessed to work with a bunch of my buddies and make a bunch of really good music. So whenever I can, I like to bring my friends along and make a really fun event out of it, like we did the PBJ tour last year, and we've done some really fun. Those two people were there. And so, yeah, the answer to your question is I hope so. Obviously, this year's a little bit crazy for all sorts of reasons. There's the whole like apocalypse thing, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, can you sing another number now, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
me anytime that you can. You're never gonna have to track me down. You're never gonna have to look me up, oh no. You're never gonna have to worry about my love. 'Cause I'm the one to see it through. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there for you. I'm the one to sing to you. Just another number that I wrote for you. I'm the one to see it through. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there for you. I'm the one to sing to you. Just another number that I wrote for you. Don't wanna sell a million records, 'cause I don't want the fame. And I don't care if no one knows my name. Yeah. Oh, when the sun goes down, I promise you that I will be around. You're never gonna have to worry about my love. I'm the one to see it through. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there for you. I'm the one to sing to you. Just another number that I wrote for you. I'm the one to see it through. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there for you. I'm the one to sing to you. Just another number that I wrote for you. Oh, baby, you, my girl. Thank you.
Whenever possible, I try to wear contacts, especially when I'm singing, because in the song, your hands are busy, and your glasses slowly slide down your face, and then I just look like I'm judging you in the front row.
Kind of are.
I know, but I don't want to look like it. Hi.
Hi, Jason. So a couple years back, I got to go to the Station Breaks record release party, and so I was wondering if you guys have any new music coming out soon?
I was prepared to say yes until you added that last word. Yeah, that's the word. Yes, we're working on new stuff, and we've been in the studio quite a bit recently. I don't know exactly what the timeline would be, because everybody's really busy. And, you know, the first half of this year was light on the conventions, because all the guys are focusing, as they should, on the show. And so the back half of this year is really busy with conventions. So I don't know how much time that'll leave for the studio, but whenever we get a really good window, I think we're going to go in the studio and make a new record. So thank you for the question. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So good.
So, thank you for playing Stand By Me. That's my favorite acoustic cover that you do.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering
And you're
if
welcome.
I was wondering if you have any plans for an acoustic album at any point, like just all acoustic.
Would you buy it? Yeah, I'll whip one out. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Really good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I found a new band that I'm in love with called Left on Laurel.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering how you talked Michael into doing that.
It was a very long, arduous, manipulative process. No, I'm just kidding. He's been a buddy for a long, long time, and we would play football and softball and stuff on the weekends, and I don't know, I was at one of his birthday parties randomly. There's this band in LA called the Spasmatics, and he hired them to play at his birthday party. And they do like really, really spectacular covers of 80s music. They dress up, in like the nerd outfits, and it's just fantastic. And so he got up and sang with them one time on stage, and I was like, wait a minute. And so then I drug him into the studio to sing on the Covers with Friends album, the first one. He did Mad World with me on that record, and he enjoyed the process. And so then he started playing with some buddies, and I went over and listened to them play, and they were done, and I was like, who wrote that song? He was like, oh, I did. I was like, no, buddy, that's not fair. You don't get to start writing at 40 and do that. That's inappropriate. So after that, once he was really enjoying it, and and the songs were really good, it was kind of an easy transition from there. So, thanks for the question.
Hey, is talking about Rosenbaum?
Yeah. The first time they ever played anywhere, the band, I made them open for us at the Troubadour for the station breaks, and I remember Rob. We were standing in the back watching the show, and Rob looked over at me and goes, "They don't." Well, I'll preface this by saying his band is his buddies, who just happened to have time to be in a band. So the bass player,
they weren't musicians.
They weren't. The bass player and the drummer learned their instrument after joining the band.
And Jason was telling me this is their first time they've ever played.
And it was like, I had explained all that to him, and then we were sitting in the back of the room watching him, and Rob looks over and goes, they have no right to be as good as they are.
They're really good. I'm a fan of the band. It's my kind of music, man. What do you want to do? We'll do Hallelujah tomorrow night. How about Just Walk Away? I heard Just Walk Away. We've never done that.
Okay. Nothing like singing a song you haven't sang in 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over here and read your notes.
Read mine. What? Are you okay doing that by yourself? Exciting.
Times in my life, more than I like to think. Reached out to my God, sworn off the drink. I pleaded forgiveness, and I said my soul be saved. Here I find I'm facing this moment of truth. Water trickles over me like a fountain of youth. And I'm feeling better than harder, and it's all because of you. I told you, I know you, I can't hold you, I knew I shouldn't stay. Oh lady, don't save me, you blame me, please just walk away. Yeah. Don't look over your shoulder, I'll be okay.
Remembering all my parts. Chapter 2.
No matter how many times you say it'll never be me, can I let you God know you it will be? God like a fool, down on bended knee.
I got cocky early.
Even though you don't deserve it at the end of the day, when you least expect it, sometimes you get saved. Rescued from yourself, rescued from the mess you've made. 1, 2, 3, 4. I told you, I know you, I can't hold you, I knew I shouldn't stay. Oh lady, don't save me, you blame me, please just walk away. Yeah. Don't look over your shoulder, I'll be okay. Well, don't you trust a thing like honesty? I don't make the rules up, rules they follow me. Hope you like the taste of my homily and what it feels like I shouldn't stay. Oh lady, don't save me, you blame me, please just walk away. Yeah. Don't look over your shoulder, I'll be okay. Okay. Oh, it's so gross. Okay. Jason Mans, everybody! He entered too early and he left too early. I get a chance to announce him off. This is Mike Borja, ladies and gentlemen. That was a man, that was a man, that was a man, that was a mighty good man. That was a man, that was a man, that was a man, that was a mighty good man. That was Jason Mans, everybody. 1, 2, it goes like this. All right.